Welcome to Equal Ground Headlines, bringing you your balanced coverage on trending top stories in Canada. I am Samuel B. Williams. Today, a seismic shift in Canadian politics. Two RCMP officers have penned a scathing open letter calling for the resignation of 9 Liberal cabinet ministers. This unprecedented move challenges the integrity of Prime Minister Mark Carney's administration and raises serious questions about accountability at the highest levels of government. The letter, authored by Sergeant Peter Merrifield and retired Det. Paul McNamara, accuses the ministers of permitting serious breaches of Canadian law. It alleges that these officials failed to act on national security concerns, misused surveillance tools, and neglected their duties, thereby endangering Canadian citizens. Among those named are former Deputy Prime Minister Chrystia Freeland, Finance Minister Dominic LeBlanc, and PMO Chief of Staff Marco Mendicino. The officers assert that these individuals, through inaction or direct involvement, compromised the safety and rights of Canadians. The letter specifically criticizes Chrystia Freeland, accused of failing to address labor rights violations and the misuse of surveillance tools. Dominic LeBlanc allegedly did not act on improper use of spyware by CS and the RCMP, leading to charter rights breaches. Marco Mendicino, charged with neglecting to protect Canadians abroad and ignoring improprieties within CS and the RCMP. The letter also implicates 6 other ministers, including Bill Blair, David McGuinty, Anita Anand, Stephen McKinnon, Melanie Joly, and Arif Virani, for various forms of misconduct and negligence. The officers highlight the case of Liberal MP Paul Keong, who allegedly suggested the abduction of a Conservative candidate to be handed over to the Chinese embassy. Despite the gravity of this claim, it took 4 days for Keong to be removed as a Liberal candidate, during which time Prime Minister Carney defended him. This incident is cited as indicative of the administration's failure to uphold the rule of law. This open letter is unprecedented in Canadian history. But active and retired law enforcement officers publicly calling for the resignation of multiple cabinet ministers signals a profound crisis of confidence in the current government. It raises concerns about the politicization of law enforcement and the erosion of democratic norms. The letter urges Prime Minister Carney to demonstrate leadership by distancing himself from these ministers and reaffirming a commitment to the rule of law. Failure to do so, the authors warn, could further erode public trust in governmental institutions. The letter has ignited a firestorm across the political spectrum. Opposition parties are demanding immediate investigations, while supporters of the Carney administration dismiss the letter as politically motivated. Public opinion is sharply divided, with some viewing the officers as whistleblowers and others questioning their motives. The timing of this letter, amid ongoing debates about national security and governmental transparency, adds fuel to an already volatile political climate. As of now, there has been no official response from the Prime Minister's office or the ministers named in the letter. Calls for independent investigations are growing louder, and the possibility of a parliamentary inquiry looms. The coming days will be critical in determining whether this letter leads to substantive political change or becomes another flashpoint in Canada's ongoing political discourse. This open letter represents a significant challenge to the Carney administration and raises serious questions about accountability and governance in Canada. As this story develops, Equal Ground headlines will continue to provide balanced and in-depth coverage. Stay informed, stay engaged, and remember, we don't take sides, we explain them.